Yeah. Islam. I'm trying to be your friend, man. That's right. I'm trying to be your friend, bro. Help me out. Meet me halfway. Come on. I wanna be your friend. Peace and love. Let me be your friend. Peace and love. I said you ain't never met a more like me, and you ain't never ever gonna meet one again. Yo, let me be your friend. Peace and love. Let me be your friend. Peace and love. I said you ain't never met a more like me, and you ain't never ever gonna meet one again. I wanna be your friend. Peace and love. Yo, let me be your friend. Peace and love. Hey yo, I used to be a thug until I met the prophet. Now I'm all about love, truth, peace, and freedom till I return to Allah. One day we gon' meet him. I'm all about justice. That's the focus of the message. Sometimes Asiatics make me wanna forget the lessons. I be all up in my passion from all the Moorish passion. All things considered, I start laughing. A grown man with a ponytail, another calling us Neanderthal, and he all pale. I mean, for real, this is what it come to, my brother. We got nothing better to do than talk down to each other. Yeah, we can be scholarly or we can get gutter. We are the children of our father, and the breast of our mother has nursed us all. And first of all, we beefing while the peen trying to murk us all. You need to chill, my brother. Tell the elder the same, cause on the real, my man, I'm really about them things. I can take the feds off and get back in the low and return to the state where they used to call me dope. But no, I'm rolling with the prophet of Allah. I want love, not war. Standing on that floor, and I'm holding the square. The compass and the axe that might be too deep. Yo, let's not get off track. See, our prophet was an adept. Do you know what that is? An Egyptian adept is a brother who lived by the universal science developed in the Nile. We call it Islamism, but it's the same, my child. Set at the foot of a master. I train you up, but I might have to bang you up. I still love you. And those that's talking that this ain't Islam, everything the prophet brought is in the Quran. All the other stuff, prostrate and cover up, is just the start.
It's gonna hurt them.
To me, the law's the heart. You
it's
can
gonna
dress
hurt
like
them.
a jet, but you can dress like a herb.
Everybody come in. I need everybody share this twice.
The word. You can say what you want about Dr. York, but
man,
it gave
come on,
you different variations of the same
I'm
thought.
under
You
the
won't appreciate that. You won't
Come on,
appreciate me. Appreciate the holy
Let's
and
go,
divine
man.
Drew Ali. People refuse to admit it. He the first.
I don't even want to do my intro, man. I don't even want to do my intro, man. I ain't in the mood for my intro. I ain't in the mood for my intro. Those that come in late gonna have to get it late, family. Let me say this. I want to thank all of y'all. I want to thank all of y'all for tuning in. Let me stop for a minute and say that. Let me first give a message to Ali Muhammad. Ali, let's be serious. You know and I know that you're not a tough guy. And anybody that know you from the early 2000s also know you're not a tough guy. Let's get that out the way real fast. Everybody that know you are looking at you like you're crazy as you invite me to a boxing match because they know that you're not a tough guy. Now, the new people that have come to follow you within the last few years, they might believe you. But anybody that knows you, know you're not a tough guy. When you walked in on the brother with your baby mother, you ran, you cried, you shot in the air, and then you beat your baby mother up later. People that know you personally and have worked with you, they know you're not a tough guy. They know you're not. So stop it. You know that I know that you're bluffing. When I walk, listen, you did a whole bunch of videos about Prophet Amaru Ali. I walked up on you and approached you at a Sinetters event. You know and I know that you didn't want no smoke when I was in your face. But let's keep that between me and you. See, one thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to talk about too much. I do play the YouTube game. I'm not going to talk about too much right here. Because if it goes down, I don't need this video to be presented as evidence. So I'm going to leave that right there. But you know and I know. You know and I know. And everybody that knows you know you're not built like that. So I don't know where you get this tough persona from. I don't know. It behooves me. Now, in the heat of the moment, I must be honest, I've almost fed right into it. And then I thought about it. I'm like, hold up. I'm like, hold up. Everybody who knows him would see this and be like, where this tough guy come from? So people that don't know you, they believe it. It sounds good. Let me tell you the difference. People that know me, they know I don't do a whole bunch of talking. I'll just walk up and then it is what it is. People that know me know this. Ask Sinetta. People that know me know this. So I don't have nothing to prove. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing to prove. You know what I'm saying? But you're not a tough guy. You're not. Now, with that being said, yes? With that being said, let me get my tea. With that being said, all right. My wife bringing me some tea. I've been under the weather. I've pretty much been on a fast. I ain't been doing nothing, family. I've been drinking water. Man, my wife got me some crazy tea. Can y'all see that? And she got stuff floating in that demonstration and that thing. Good goodness of grace. What's she trying to do to me? Anyway. Oh my goodness, that thing nasty too. You know what I'm saying? Look at Supreme Shabazz say, Ali would knock me out. Okay, I got you, Supreme Shabazz. But what I would like you to do, Supreme Shabazz, I would like you sit back and watch this presentation. Because I don't want anybody to take this presentation as a Sinetta presentation. You feel what I'm saying? What's up, and up? Listen, I don't want anybody confused. I'm watching things like, oh, Negroes always fighting. Listen, if I was to tell you that the feds is in the group, would you thank me? If I was to tell you that a fraud is amongst us, would you attack me? If I can show you with receipts that more than likely, this guy is not who he say he is, would you attack me? See, the difference is I'm not going to sit here and talk. I'm going to show you receipts. This is the difference between what you have witnessed on these other platforms. Anybody that been on Moorish World TV, they already know. I don't sit up here and talk like a talking head. That's what you're used to. That's what you're used to. I don't sit up here and say, he did this, he did that. I don't do that. What I do, I break it down and I show you that more than likely, this guy has been sent and he has been ever since. That's what I do. So anybody that say, oh, this is all getting like Sinetta, ain't nobody never do it like this. And when I break this demonstration down tonight, I don't care how long you've known Ali Muhammad, you will question him. And if you don't question him, that's because you want to believe in Santa Claus. That's because you want to believe in Santa Claus. What I'm about to show you tonight, and you believe in, follow, or support Ali Muhammad, and you don't question him, that means you crazy and you want to believe in Santa Claus. That's it. You can get mad at me. Ali's going to beat me up. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, I get it. You can get mad. Oh, he said Prophet Noble Drew Ali a pedophile. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, I get it. He's going to talk about Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Okay. And I'm going to bring receipt after receipt after receipt after receipt after receipt. And I'm going to show you. Let me show you something real quick. This is one of the main things that, if y'all ain't familiar yet, let me show you one of the main things that, and I can't stand throwing that, what's that word we like to throw around, agent? But I'm going to tell you, after tonight, After tonight, I will guarantee you, you're going to be questioning yourself. After tonight, you're going to be questioning yourself. Let me pull this up real quick.
Slow, retarded, unstrategic ass is easy to pick off.
Not that one. And I'm going to get started in a second.
So just keep running your mouth.
You know what I'm saying?
Until you have no mouth.
Listen to this. You
won't be saying shit.
Look, he's so messed up now.
Be with those etheric ass ancestors that you like to fucking talk about.
Listen to this.
Slow, retarded.
Listen to this. This is what he like to say. This is how it shows you that this guy is uncivilized. Listen to him.
Retarded, unstrategic ass is easy to pick off. So just keep running your mouth until you have no mouth.
See, what he gonna do is send them boys, because he ain't gonna do nothing.
Because you'll be with those etheric ass ancestors that you like to fucking talk about.
You see, this is your leader. This is your leader. This is who you follow.
You have no mouth.
Only an ignorant fool will follow somebody like this. Only an ignorant fool. Listen to how he talk.
That's the new rule. Go ahead. Run the chat. Run it. There are ways to lose your mouth.
This is who you follow. This is the ones that's going to bring you to liberation. Listen. Right now, he's scared because I'm going to tell you about it in a minute.
And since you invited it, COINTELPRO.
Listen, this is what they do.
COINTELPRO.
This is the classic. Oh, somebody said the volume is low. Okay. This is the classic move of the real COINTELPRO. Watch this.
We need some examples. So let y'all be the first examples. But COINTELPRO is when they send agents into our community. They've been sending agents. You
see that? One of the first moves of COINTEL is to accuse everybody else of COINTEL. This is one of the first moves. But listen, I'm going to start off with a bang tonight. Somebody tell me who was Ali Muhammad before 2005? Anybody know? Anybody know? Those who defending Ali Muhammad, I asked you, who was Ali Muhammad before 2005? Marcus Counts. Thank you. I'm glad somebody got that. Because we're going to break that down tonight, brother. I want you to stay to the end. I want you to stay to the end. Here we go. I'm glad somebody say that. Because I'm going to bring that back up in the end. And I'm going to ask you again. Who is Ali Muhammad? Somebody said college football player. I'm going to ask you again. Who is Ali Muhammad? Let's get started. Because we ain't going to play with you. Let me give you the background of what I'm talking about real quick. First of all, Ali Muhammad star is dying. And what I mean his star is dying, because he has swindled so many people that he's on the run from different people. He has swindled people out of thousands and thousands of dollars. I'm going to show the receipts tonight. You feel what I'm saying? And so he's at the point now where his influence that was in 2014, 2012 is dwindling. So this is the reason why he jumped on this conversation about kombucha, because now my numbers are rising, and if anybody attach their name to Taga, now they will draw interest to themselves. But let me show you something. I've been trying to debate Ali since 2019. You see that? This is a video where I did this video where he had talked about Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And I responded to the video. This is July 30th, 2019. You see that? I responded to the video because everything that he talks about is error. It's total error. He talks about Noble Drew Ali married a 16-year-old. Okay, it's total error. Everything he said was total error. And so I feel as though that I'm the real qualified one from the Moorish Science Temple of America perspective to debate him, because his misinformation is just horrible. He named fake people to be Prophet Noble Drew Ali's mother and father. I mean, it was crazy. And so at this time, I had under 10,000 subscribers. And you notice nobody would bite. Not him or whatever. But now he wants to chime in. But he chimed in at the wrong time and he popped slick. So now he gonna get this work. So in chiming in, Dr. Ali versus the Huckabee and the old school knuckle challenge. Dr. Ali Bey, I have no problem with that, and you know that, but you're not real about that. You're not real about that. But we're gonna act like, I'm gonna act like you never even said that. I'm scared, okay? Let's say I'm scared. I'm gonna act like you never said that. But now what I need you to do is represent this degree. Now, everybody have seen this, and if you didn't, just bear with me. If everybody's seen this degree that he showed before, this is the degree that he showed, that he got a degree from Temple University, right? But I'm going to show you something even more towards the end. I'm going to show you something even more fascinating. So he showed this online to try to prove that he have a degree. Misspelled words all through the degree. You follow me? Yeah. Misspelled words all through it. But that's nothing. But that's nothing. But that's nothing. Marcus Zills TV, I want you to pay attention. I could actually save your life by teaching you how to critically think. For real. I could actually save your life by teaching you how to critically think. You my brother right now. Let me work. Just relax. I know you like Ali Muhammad, but just relax and take this lesson, because I want to show people how these frauds enter into the conscious community. By the way, of Sinetta, the second biggest swindler in the conscious community next to Polite is Abdul Ali Muhammad. Okay? I'm going to prove this tonight. The second biggest swindler. But Ali has flown under the radar for a long time. He has flown under the radar for a long time. Right? But now he can't fly no more. This is what I mean by captured. That's the 4 degree with the fake seal and everything. There it is. Now, this is an article out of the newspaper called what newspaper was this? It was a newspaper in Jersey where Ali Muhammad was representing this group called the Abanaki Nation. Anybody remember that? The Abanaki Nation? Anybody remember the Abanaki Nation? He was representing the Abanaki Nation. Anybody remember that? I'm going to show you how this works. I got to give you a timeline real quick. Now, notice in this article, the police in the article says, and we're not taking police words, but the wording is what I'm paying attention to. According to law enforcement, the Abanaki Nation first appeared in Philadelphia. So that would imply that before that, there was no existence of them, according to the police. Now, some other people might know them between 2005, but for the most part, that's it. But follow the storyline, family, because I like to paint a picture. Now, that's what they said. But let me tell you something. Back then, these guys was building on Moorish science pseudo. They was building on Moorish science pseudo. They was taking street Moorish science and trying to infiltrate the Moorish Science Temple of America and all other quote unquote black organizations with this street convoluted Moorish science that is actually a European sovereign citizen doctrine. So the agents look like us, wearing fezes like us. That was the entry point. I'm going to prove it to you. Watch this. The entry point for these agents, I'm going to call them, was through the thought of Taj Tariq Bey and this Moorish science doctrine. All right? Real talk. And this is why the feds was using the fake Moorish doctrine to enter people into the community, because the Moorish Science Temple at that time and continues to be weakened. Do you understand what I'm saying? In other words, nobody in the Moorish Science Temple of America would address Taj Tariq. Nobody in the Moorish Science Temple of America would address these frauds that claim to be Moorish and teaching this silly doctrine, getting people going to jail, people losing their houses. I think Phil Valentine lost his house. So this was the entry point to convolute the information that could ultimately free you. Not the Moorish information, but any information. They wanted to put these people in so they can convolute information, whether it be the Black Power, whether it be the Moorish science, you know what I'm saying? Or whether it be comedic science. They bring in people to cause dissension. And if anybody remember when Ali came in, he started disqualifying the elders. +1 if you remember. On Side of the TV, the first thing he started doing was disqualifying the elders. This is how the feds work. They bring people in to cause dissension and get people to reconsider what they have been taught. And you should reconsider. However, this was his modus operandi. And it's always like that. It's always the same. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, it always comes through Taj Tariq. This is why you see back 13 years ago, Ali Muhammad was Ali Muhammad Bey. You see that? He was Ali Muhammad Bey because he was coming through the Moorish door to infiltrate and convolute the information to mislead, misguide, and confuse people. You see this? +1 if you see it. Dr. Ali Muhammad Bey. Now, hey, that's Dr. Ali Muhammad Bey. Yeah. So they come through the Moorish door, and this happens all the time. This happens all the time. They come through the Moorish door because the Moorish Science Temple of America will not respond until me. Until me. You feel me? Until me, nobody within the organization of the Moorish Science Temple of America will respond to these frauds because you will get attacked. They will say, oh, you causing confusion. Oh, somebody said dirty Moors. They will call me a dirty Moor. Oh, you causing confusion. Oh, because they want me to shut up. But what I'm telling you is that this is the epitome of agent behavior, and it's a pattern. All we got to do is follow the pattern. The same thing happened with Jamal that just got locked up with this sovereign citizen ideal. Remember him? Rise of the Moors? He came through with Taj Tariq also. Taj Tariq opened the door for people like this Rise of the Moors right here. But he also opened the door for Shalimar, who I proved beyond a shadow of doubt. Who I proved beyond a shadow of a doubt is an agent. They all came through the Moorish fake ideal. And Ali Bey is not an exception. Ali Muhammad Bey is not an exception. I want you to pay attention. This is class tonight. He's not an exception. He's been getting away with it for a long time. And just because no one else uncovered it, I'm going to uncover it for you tonight. Now, you can argue with me. You can fight with me. You can get mad if you want. But I'm going to bring receipts. Tonight, you're going to get all receipts. This is not a Sinetta where I'm just sitting up here talking. I'm going to show you all receipts. Inky, you have not freed yourself yet. Stop playing with me before I reveal who you are. Now, cut it out. Now, listen. Anybody that would like to see my record, I put it online. You can go check me out. You can trace me all the way back to the 90s. That's not this thing here. Now, let's get with it. Let's get with it. When he, as you see him today, representing the Aboriginal Republic of North America, honor, he said, it's a government was created to address the political identity crisis among the so-called African American. Until a person have a lawful identity, here we go with the Moorish stuff. Until a person have a lawful identity, they do not exist in law. You hear that? This is just the same Moorish sovereign citizen ideology cloaked in the Aboriginal, or I'm going to just say Arna. Right? But I'm going to show you something about that in a minute. It's the same thing. African American or black as an identity is a fiction of law. That's that same talk. Anybody remember that talk? That's that same talk. So what he did was he took that street Taj Tariq Moorish ideology, and then he superimposed it and gave it a new name. And then he went to attack Moors. And so when you sign up, you might be sending your name to the feds. I'm going to show you in a minute. You might be sending your name to the feds. This may be the gateway to the feds. The same way I said about Taj Tariq. Everybody's sending out paperwork for Taj Tariq. He's telling you to send it here, send it there. You're putting your fingerprint on it. You may be sending your information to the feds. I'm going to show you why I'm telling you what I'm talking about. You don't have to like me. Let me answer this question. So, in 2005, right? I think it was 2005. I don't know when it was. I think it was 14, maybe. It was 2014. It was 2014, if I'm not mistaken. It was a riot in Baltimore. So I sent the email to him that was talking that sovereign citizen stuff. I sent it to Taj Tariq that was talking that sovereign citizen stuff. And I sent it to a couple grand chiefs. I said, will y'all be able to assist us here in Baltimore? Ali Muhammad sent this bogus letter and said, give it to the governor. Like, what? What? At that time, there was not a temple of that I was functioning in at that time. And all of these people was talking this stuff. So I wanted to see if they were ready to step to the plate. None of them stepped to the plate. But I will say, Ali Muhammad sent this crazy letter and was like, give it to the governor. Like, what? What? Give it to the governor? That's what that was about, Brookdale. I mean, that was about. So let me move past that. He know what that was about. I mean, and I sent it to all of them. I got all the emails saved. Now, with that being said, so Arna is no different than the Moorish American government that you see right here, that if you type it on the internet, it's the same philosophy. It's the same philosophy. 1 second, let me put on some fan. The philosophy is that you have your own government and within the United States, and that you are sovereign. Somebody said, was I Moor for 2004? I've been a Moorish American since since 19, I've been a Moorish American since 1990, since I was 18. Ali Muhammad don't know me. I've been a Moorish American since I was 19 years old. I got my Grand Sheik can verify that. He's still here in Baltimore. Ali Muhammad don't know what he's talking about. But anyway, I'm not going to answer more questions. Let me get to it. So this, if you go online and you check Moorish American government, it's the same thing. It's the same thing as Arna. It's these Moorish ideals. It's these Moorish ideals that they call Moorish ideal, but they white supremacist sovereign citizen ideals. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's white supremacist sovereign citizen ideals superimposed and called Moorish. None of that stuff is Moorish. And this is where they go wrong at. But this is where the feds sent them at. Then we got another group called USAR, United States of America Republic. It's the same thing if y'all not aware. It's the same thing. It's the white supremacist sovereign citizen ideal. Arna is no different in what he's doing now. But I've studied Arna, and there's an Arna group that does something different than him. But he hijacked it. And so shout out to the real Arna group. I'm going to talk about them in a minute. But it's the same ideal. But now let's get straight to it. One of the rules that they play by is the right to travel and selling driver's license. And it's the same game. It's the same play. When interfacing with a police officer, if you are asked your identification, you should provide the officer with your Arna nationality card while on foot or Arna license while in a vessel. All of that comes from Taj Tariq Bey. Calling your car a vessel comes from European and Taj Tariq Bey. I'm telling you, this is signing you up for the feds. I'm telling you what I know. Watch. I'm just getting started, family. I haven't gotten to the good receipts yet. I'm just painting the picture. I'm just painting the picture. So he sell tribal license for $200. It's not even worth the paper that it's written on. Because if you get pulled over, you will get dealt with. You will get dealt with. Now, hold up. Let me get it real quick. And they will not come to your defense either. That's what I mean to say. So it says here, if an officer asks for your state-issued ID, you should state that you are indigenous American. Taj Tariq says, you say that I'm a Moorish American national. You should state that you are indigenous American, ambassador and a part of the internationally protected indigenous government, an organization, an aboriginal of this land, that you have provided your official government license ID. This is the same playbook. This is out of the same playbook of Taj Tariq Bey. But I'm telling you, this is the door to sign you up for the feds. I'm going to show you in a minute. This is what I want to know. So why isn't Ali in federal prison? Hey, brother, you're going to ask that even so when I get down to this in a minute. You're going to be really blown away in a minute with that question. Let's get it. Now, let me get this here. Where you go at? So even when you look at here, everybody got their license. All these people got their driver's license connected to these on-paper internet governments. They're just on-paper internet governments. You feel what I'm saying? They on-paper internet governments. And Ali Muhammad is no different. He's no different. He's setting people up. This is a Fed trap right here. This is a Fed trap. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. It's no different. All of these people right here on this paper. Anybody remember this brother? What happened to him? Remember this brother used to do videos? Mario L. Bay just disappeared. I'll be asking for this brother. But this is what they do. Bro, people just start disappearing. They just start disappearing. And nobody asks about them. Anybody seen Mario L. Bay? Huh? He used to make videos every week. Every week. Just disappeared. Nobody speaks of him. Not Cujo. Not nobody. Just disappeared. Anybody remember him? Anybody remember him? Press 1 if you remember him. Mario L. Bay. He used to make videos about me all the time. Yep, out of Memphis, just disappeared. Out of the blue air, disappeared. And been disappeared and been gone for years. Now, I hope he reappeared. Because that brother was entertaining to me. So here is him now trying to sell a tribal government driver's license for $100. So one of them is $200. And then the international, let me make sure I get it right. Because I'm even confused now. The international, see what this one is. This is a tribal license, it's $200, and then the international is $100. So this is how they make their money. They don't have no jobs. This is how they make their money. They convince you that you need to be a part of this nation that's really not a nation. It's only a digital construct. It's only a digital construct. And then they sell you products to say you have to support the nation. You understand what I'm saying, family? This different than Sinetta TV. I'm showing you that these frauds have been frauding for years. These frauds have been, I'm trying to save you. I'm trying to save you. This is different than Sinetta TV. This is not gossip. I'm trying to save you. Nobody ever challenged this information like me. Sinetta never challenged this. How can somebody teach you about health, about honesty, about character if they try to sell you fugazi stuff? How? How? And people want to protect these people. But now let's talk about it. One of the four, this was in the newspaper, one of the four, Wilbert Harrington, also known as Sher M. Bay, 27, of Hamilton, New Jersey, was charged with possession of controlled dangerous substance with the intent to distribute, obstructing the administration of law, resisting arrest, and displaying fraudulent documentation. Harrington arrived in court wearing a fez and demanding that the jury of his peers, several of whom were seated in the courtroom, also dressed in red felt hats, preside over his case. This is that same fake, Moorish garbage that we've been trying to clean up for the last 5 years. It's not Moorish science. Now listen to this. International Indigenous Society Chief Executive Abdul Ali Muhammad, the leader of the Abanaki Nation, told the Trentonian that the men's identification documents are real and signed by the U.S. Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice. And now the Moorish are pseudo or what? He says, he tells the newspaper that their paperwork that they're displaying is signed by the Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice. But at the same time, they say that they are a government nation. Why would Condoleezza Rice have to sign something for a free and liberated nation? We ain't get to the good part yet. We ain't get to the good part yet, family. We just getting warmed up. We just getting warmed up. Now, if I try to give you information to help you, then what I need you to do, I need you to follow up on this. I need you to follow up on this. He gonna say that it was signed by Condoleezza Rice? But now he's going to teach you Noble Drew Ali was a fraud. Dr. Ben didn't know what he was talking about. Farrakhan didn't know what he was talking about. This is the same European sovereign citizen doctrine. The same European doctrine. This guy's a white supremacist. He's a white supremacist. Watch this, though. We ain't get... Remember, members were discovered in Mercer County, New Jersey, last October, which was 2006. So what I'm challenging everybody is, where was Ali Muhammad before 2005? We ain't finished yet. Where was he? 2004, 2003, 2000? Where he was at? Where he was at? I ain't finished. I ain't finished. Let's get with it. Family, I need you to pay attention because this is actually a class. So as he make videos about Prophet Noble Drew Ali, he also claimed our nationality is simple to understand. A recommendation is made to study as much anthropological and historical, I guess that means historical material as possible as Dr. Ali distributing, speaking in third person. Our political identity is Aboriginal or Indigenous American. Our descent is that we are Moorish descent. Again, here we go. Here we go with the bait and switch. They come in through the Moorish door because there's not a grand sheik that was in a Moorish Science Temple of America would check it. I'm here to check it. Because you are attaching yourself to Moorish. And now you want to flip and say, oh, that Moorish stuff, show the degree. That Moorish stuff. But that's all you was doing was attaching yourself to Moorish. But we about to get a little bit more heated. So Ali Muhammad is selling everything to you. Even a baptismal certificate. Notice the seal that the United States use. Taj Tariq used. He got it right here. Let me tell you something. These people are not original. They even call their flag the original indigenous Moorish flag. These people are not original because when the feds come in, let me explain this to you. I want you to walk with me. When the feds come in, the feds don't really know the doctrine. Because the feds, they never been in the temple. The temple had dwindled down. You follow me? But they know that the Moors about to have a new resurgence. And so they never been in a temple and they don't really know the particulars of the Moorish Science Temple of America. They don't know about the Quran. They don't know about and I'm talking about the wisdom of the Quran. They don't know about the questionnaire, divine constitution and bylaws. And so what they do is, in order to infiltrate, they make up a doctrine. I'm still not convinced. Hold up. You will be in a minute. They make up a doctrine. And this is how they infiltrate. I ain't get to the good part yet. The good part is coming in a minute. And so as you can see, Moorish National Republic do the same thing. And you notice they use the same symbol. You follow me? They use the same symbol. As you can see, this is an old article. It's a cartoon article by House of Consciousness because all of the feds and the frauds come in through House of Consciousness. All of them. And I'm not saying, and I'm going to tell you what I mean by come through. Sarnetta puts them on Front Street, makes them popular, and makes them to be acceptable. This is why when me and Michi X was beefing, she went to Sarnetta TV. When me and Malik Zulu Shabazz was going at it intellectually, because he's a fraud too, he went to Sarnetta TV. And everybody who creeps in to sabotage the awakening of our people in this era of time goes through Sinetta TV. Polite goes to Sinetta TV. Now you got some innocent people that have got caught up in the dragnet like Natural Tahuti. You got innocent people that stepped in and stepped out. This is why you see some of the the Hebrews that used to go there. They was like, oh no, this ain't right. And they got low. Like my brother Hashar. Like Hashar, he will go there and he be teaching, and then he like, hold up, what the heck is this? This ain't right. He got low. Hashar got low. Even up into, you see people like Sarah Suit and Seti, they fall out because they start to see that there is something going on. They can't put their hand on it, but they figure that there's something going on. And so it causes confusion, it causes arguments, and then they get low. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me explain this. I've only been on Sinetta TV to defend the Moors. That's it. I've never was a fixture on Sinetta TV. Never. Never. I've never was a fixture on House of Consciousness. I only went there to defend the Moors. That's a fact. But now, Sinetta been trying to get interviews with me forever. Like, man, give me no interview. Get out of here. Get out of here. Give me no interview. I did what I wanted to do. I did what I wanted to do. I came there to wake people up. Now, and this is why you see this. Natural Tahuti and Ali Muhammad in the early days. And you hear what he say? The Nation of Islam or the alumni. This is the early days of the infiltration. Y'all don't got to believe me. I'm going to show you in a minute. I'm going to show you in a minute. Sinetta is the gateway for the feds. I'm going to show you Ali is most likely a feds. I'm going to show you in a minute. And this is why he made that statement tonight. See what the feds do, they have people in your community and they bring people in your community. But I'm going to show you something tonight to make you question everything. Now, ARNA is an acronym that stands for the Aboriginal Republic of North America, et cetera, et cetera. And he's supposed to be the president, right? We got to get into this phase before I get to the other good part. He's supposed to be the president. He's supposed to be the man. Well, in fact, he was taken up on charges for embezzlement. And the original head is still, if I'm not mistaken, is in charge. This guy hijacked the people. This guy hijacked ARNA's movement. This guy hijacked ARNA's movement. Let's read for a minute. He hijacked the movement. This is what the feds do. They come in, they take over. Watch this. Watch this. Let me blow it up for you so you can see. Defendant the usurped office of the Prime Minister, Ministry of Congress, and CEO of the International Indigenous Society, EIN, of the Cherokee, Choctaw, Amaru tribe, hereafter known as Amaru. At all times relevant to this complaint was and is a corporation registered with the state of Pennsylvania. Now, this is the one that gets me when people say that it's a government and you register with the state of Pennsylvania. That's beyond me, but hey, not my business. As an international indigenous society and physically located in the state of Pennsylvania, responsible for compensating, enriching, rewarding, and making policy for defendant Abdul Ali Muhammad, who being sued as persons in their both official and individual capacity. ARNA resides at 144 West Abbotsford Avenue, Pennsylvania. Defendant Abdul Ali Muhammad, hereunto Abdul, has self-titled himself Prime Minister of the ARNA and CEO of the International Indigenous Society through coercion and deceptive practices. At all times relevant to this complaint is believed to be living in the state of Pennsylvania. Abdul is a co-conspirator whom defrauded petitioner Mikael Muhammad, Chief Standing Elk, and other members of honor by threatening and allowing coercion by and through usurping offices and sabotaging elections of the office of Prime Minister, head of state, CEO, President of Ministry of Congress, etc., etc. So this is internal conflict that's going on within this organization in the early days. But I want you to follow me with this. We intend to prove that the defendant knowingly, willingly, wantonly, attempted, unlawfully removed Prime Minister Master Amir Messer Ali without charges or crime. This is internal fighting, but it gets good. Fourth cause of action, because members of honor paid for the National Council meeting and activities in which the alleged crimes of the defendant occurred, we will prove that the usurp of office was a mismanagement of funds obtained from the petitioner. No member of honor paid to be defrauded by the defendant except as dishonor bring questions of such alleged lawbreakers. Fifth clause, because Ali Muhammad, who knowingly has no seat of authority for any of his actions, that he is nuisance, worthy of tribal expatriation and performing treason. We will also be auditing the treasury and expenses that the defendants charge the honor members. It gets better. When you look at this, family, this is an internal fight that's going on here. It actually went to court. You hear me? It actually went to court. You follow me? This is what I'm reading. But I want you to stay with me. It says, defendant Abdul Ali, a.k.a. Marcus Counts, hereafter Marcus, at all times relevant in this case, is a member of the Cherokee intertribal Pasebite. Somebody said for me, you got me. I'm on my called honor. Once called the International Society. That's when it was ISIS, International Society of Indigenous Sovereigns, has self-titled himself Prime Minister of honor and CEO of the International Indigenous Society through coercion, deception practice. Okay, I read that before, but that's another rewrite. But let me go down. Defendant Asaya Muhammad, a.k.a. hereafter Asaya, at times relevant in this case, a member of the Chickasaw, once called International Society, here we go, has children with Marcus, as well as own a home that benefit from fraudulent funds gained by Marcus as a trustee and beneficiary to the best of our belief. Asaya benefited from Marcus usurping and embezzlement from the tribe and usurping a Prime Minister of honor and CEO of the International Indigenous Society through coercion and deceptive practice. Now, this is what his own circle accusing him of. You understand what I'm saying? This is what his own circle is accusing him of. What's up, Digital Pit Boss? But I want you to stay with me. I'm going fast because I want to get to the good part and I want to open the floor. Here is the statement of facts. Upon information and belief in 2012, the incorporated property at 144 Abbotsford, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, as a person by law at all times relevant in the case, as a member of the Cherokee, Chickasaw, blah, 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 go on down. Marcus Counts as Ali Muhammad and Asaya in collusion made a pitch to members. Here we go. Made a pitch to members of at all times relevant in the case are the members of the Cherokee, displaced descendant of the tribes and one society. Honor. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Honor ISIS on a land investment program. That's what I'm trying to get to. Honor ISIS on a land investment program will grow fruit and provide property for the tribe in which contracts were signed that the funds will only be used for a land investment. Let me stop right there. That's what I was looking for. So what this is, yeah, the second name of the group from the Abanaki was ISIS. Notice the feds was calling the terrorist group ISIS also. Just saying. Okay, but here we go. Here's where the big fraud comes in. Here's where the big fraud comes in. So he creates this land investment program. He creates this land investment program, right? And then he attempts to collect money. Watch it. This is why you're on the run. He ain't got to worry about me. Upon information and belief, on 6/25/2012, Jalal Hamwang El mailed postal money orders equating $15,000 to Ali Muhammad Marcus Counts in expectation of receiving return terms contract, see Exhibit A, in which no funds have been returned to date, and it is believed that Ali Marcus Counts never had a land in his possession, nor intended to pay anyone back their investment. This is the first scam. This is the scam that flew under the radar. I told you he is one of the biggest scammers next to Polite. This is one that flew under the radar. This is why he moves so quiet. Because there's people out there that don't have a voice. In some kind of way, it'll come through the front and blow his spot up. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not finished yet. I'm not finished yet. It is fully believed that Ali Muhammad, make y'all see this. It is fully believed that Ali Muhammad Counts spent the funds on things that benefit himself and his nuclear family. Upon information believed, okay, I'm going to write this down as I go along. So we just said $15,000. All right? So that's 15. Okay, it is fully believed he spent it on his nuclear family. Upon information of belief, 6/25/2012, Jalal Hamwang El mailed postal money orders equating to $1,500 to Ali Muhammad for a 10% insurance fee. So he charged this guy $1,500 to put insurance on his own investment money. Do y'all hear that? Press 1 if you hear that. Let me take a sip of tea. Let me take a sip of tea. He charged this man $1,500 to put insurance on his investment money. Y'all see this? You can talk that scholarship all you want. You're a snake and a fraud. But wait till I get to the end of this presentation. I'm going to make everybody mouth drop. I'm going to make everybody mouth drop. I'm going to make everybody mouth drop when I get to the end of it. And I got a few more slides coming. Now, so that's $1,500. Then the next bullet point, upon information and belief on 7/31/2012, Andrew Strong L mailed a postal money order equating $550. Y'all see that? $550 in expectation of receiving a return by the terms of contract. See Exhibit B. These were contracts over here. In which no funds have been returned to date. It is believed that Ali Marcus Counts never had land in his possession. You can say what you want about Prophet Noble Drew Ali. You've been robbing the people for too long. I told you the gig is up. Don't ever talk slick to me. Don't talk slick to me because I'm going to show that you are not worthy to even be teaching this community. Marcus Counts spent the funds on things befitting his nuclear family. So it goes on down here. The next bullet point. Upon information, believe on 8/26/2012, Ikundeo El Bay mailed a money order of $10,000. $15.50. To Marcus County expectation of receiving returns of term contract, which no funds have been returned to date. It's believed that Ali Marcus Count never had land in his possession, nor intended to pay anyone back in their investment. It is fully believed that Ali Muhammad Marcus Count spent the funds to benefit his nuclear family. We have another person, upon information and belief, at 826. Oh, this is the same one, but another one. Ikundeo Elbay mailed a money order of another $1,000. I guess that was his 10% insurance fee. Y'all see this fraud here? Y'all see this fraud here? Y'all see this fraud here? If you love Ali Muhammad, you better ask him about this fraud. But I got another thing that you need to ask him too. If you support Ali Muhammad, this guy is a fraud. There's nothing that he can sell you that means anything no more. You can cover your eyes and hold your ears, but I'm telling you that this guy has been a fraud. He's been a fraud. He's been a fraud. This ain't new. Oh no, upon information believe. But let me tell you, he went on a run. But he said, upon information believe, I got something else for that. Dream Network, I got something else for that. All right? Let me tell you, Dream Network, if you're not used to Moorish World TV, get used to it. Because when I come with everything. You know what I mean? Here's another one. Because the reason why I say information believe, because they actually took this to court. They actually took this to court and he went on a run and disappeared. You know what I'm saying? But, Moorish World TV, we come with all receipts. We ain't finished yet. We ain't finished yet. On or around November 30th, willingly and wantonly made defamatory. So he defamed people, etc., etc., etc. Now, Supreme Shabazz must bought something from him. Let me say this. I grew up in a time where you would get shot for discussing a man's business. Exactly. And that's how you should have grown from that, especially something that could be used by the enemy. Times have changed. They don't make OGs like they used to. No, we need to clear our community out from robbing our people. Supreme Shabazz, what you should said, you grew up in a time where we would choke somebody out from robbing innocent people of their hard-earned wages. That's what you should be mad at. You should be mad that he robbed people of hard-earned wages that could have really went to nation building. Supreme, are you serious? You should be mad at him that he killed people's confidence and we could have been nation building. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? These people swindle people on the internet. These people rob our people on the internet. And you mean they shouldn't be addressed on the internet? You got to be crazy. You got to be. But we will get shot for calling somebody out in our community for robbing the community. How backwards is that? How backwards is that? The one that calls out the thief in our community is the one that gets shot, mutilated, and killed, not the one that's the thief. And you worrying about the European? You got to be crazy. You got to be crazy. You're going to sit back and let somebody rob innocent people of their wages. You know how hard it is to come across $15,000 for the average person in our community? And you mean someone that's going to take advantage of that? And you're going to blame it on the one that's reporting to tell people on this digital community to be aware, watch out? I'm just a warner. I'm just a warner. I'm only warning you. You can give them your money all you want. I'm just warning you that this guy been a fraud, and anything he's selling today is still a fraud. Hold up. He said, it's a big letdown. Gerald, I'm not finished yet, Gerald. I want y'all to stick on to the end. I want y'all to stick with me to the end. It ain't going to be long. And for that, they expatriated him. Do anybody know what expatriate means? For stealing these people money, they expatriated him. They sliced him off. This is why he's in Atlanta acting as if he's the prime minister of honor, when in fact he was expatriated from their organization for stealing the money. And then they took him to court. I'm reading a court document. This is not something that's made up. This is a court document. You follow me? Now, we demand that Ali Muhammad, Marcus Counts Muhammad, and Asaya in collusion prove by Quo Warranto that he had indemnity a company with funds in it to secure the investment. I think what he's saying here, they need to prove that they was putting these funds into an account that was for the investment and of investors, that he proved that the treasury existed for ISIS, ARNA at the time of his fraudulent misrepresentation of the indigenous land investment, that he proved that he had any bank accounts and any use by ISIS, ARNA, trust, businesses, or personal bank accounts that had assets or collateral to pay back investors, as well as provide an accounting of all assets, businesses. So what happened was he took all of this money. He never had a bank account. He never had no land. He just took the money. But we ain't finished yet. Shout out to Shane TV. Shane TV did some research on this too. So here we go with the removal. So as he running around talking about he the prime minister, according to this, removal of Abdul Ali Muhammad as immediate action after petitioner investigation of charges against the defendant, such as and not limited to treason, fraud, constructive fraud, defamation of character, conspiracy to mismanage of tribe torts. Return all unpaid funds taken from the fraudulent land grant program, classes, help classes, and books. Full restitution to all affected, damaged, and injured by charlatan Con Ali Muhammad Marcus Counts. This is what I'm reading to you. You see that? And they filed that in court to try to recoup their money. They filed this in court to recoup their money. This is why when you see him on, listen, family, when you see Ali Muhammad, he grew a beard, he's walking around with his shirt off, and he's looking all nervous and all that. The walls are closing in. And tonight they close in just a little bit more. They close in a little bit more. Tonight they close in a little bit more. You understand what I'm saying? They close in a little bit more. This is why when I responded back, right? Somebody block Shabazz. He just want to talk crazy. Somebody block him. He don't need to be in here. He don't want to learn. Somebody block it. I block him myself. I'm going to block him myself. Go make another account. Get out of here. We don't need you up in here. Now, so now the walls are closing in. So this is why when he come on there, he look all disheveled. Y'all notice that? He look all disheveled. And he just talking out of his head. I said he sound like Damon Wayans in Living Color, talking all crazy. Incoherent. JG said I wouldn't have blocked him. I want people to learn tonight, JG. I want people to learn something tonight, JG. I don't need people in here distracting. I can understand if you have a valid point, but trolling and distracting is another thing. I need you out of here. You can't be distracting the class. This is a class. You know what I mean? This is a class. This is not like Sinetta, I'm just here talking. This is a real class right here. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm showing you that this guy has been getting away for this for the last, since 2012 and beyond, and he's still doing it right now. Ain't he calling himself honor today? Ain't he calling himself honor today? As we can see that the elders in honor exiled him. He's calling himself honor today. That's fraud right there. That's fraud right there. You understand what I'm saying? He's calling himself something that he's been exiled from. That's clearly fraud. In fact, they went to court with an injunction to get him to stop, and he still go on with it. That's fraud. But now, we're getting down to the good part. We're getting down to the good part, family. And the good part gonna I always end with a bang. If y'all not used to Moorish World TV, right? I always do my presentation as a build-up. And so in the beginning, you be like, I don't know. In the middle, you be like, whoa, uh-oh. But at the end, you're gonna be like, wait to the end. It's coming. It's coming. All right. So now here is the actual contract. When somebody said that that they believe, well, here is the contract right here. You see, this is the contract, and I can send them to anybody who want them. These are the contract that the people signed for their investment. They right here. These are the contracts. This is one right here, right? Andrew Strong. This is one of the contracts, all right? On February 16, 2016, Ali Muhammad received a tribal summons through writ of call warrant 2, and which signed through the U.S. Postal Service delivery. They've been trying to serve him. Here is the land investment paper that was sent out by Ali Muhammad. We are contacting you because our pooling period has closed. We are now set to move towards making your investment work. Herein, you will find a copy of your investment certificate. The indigenous security shows all endorsements, maturities, dates, and payout amounts. So this, according to this, there's supposed to be some payout amounts. Please store this certificate. Please store this certificate in a safe place, as we will request redemption of the indigenous security upon maturity. See how they use these big words? All of these big words is to play some games. You would need the following password to review the site. When we change the password, we update you. Also, you can review the security certificate online by going to the tab, etc., etc. So when people say, where are the receipts? I'm going to bring you the receipts. All right? Now, this shows that Ali Muhammad fraudulently created this land investment with his own people and robbed them. This is Jalil Hawang L receipt for his insurance certificate. Remember the bogus insurance that he had to pay? $1,500? This is the insurance. This is the insurance certificate for Jalil that I read earlier. This is why I say, hold on and wait. I got you. See, they filed this in court. They said, hold on and wait. I got you. I got you. Hold on and wait. Now, this, and somebody say he should be charged with security mail fraud. I'm telling you, it'll make you wonder, but wait till I get to the end. And now you're going to question. So here's the security certificate. Did I tell you? Here it is. You want to see the certificate? There you go. It's real. Y'all got it? There's another one. There's Jalal's security certificate. that confirms he invested. You see? There you go. These are all receipts. All receipts. These are the investor certificates. Hold up. We ain't finished yet. I told you he done. Body bag. There's another one. I read about Ikandeyo Elbe. There go his certificate. There's his body bag. And nobody should tell the community that there's a fox in the in-house. Nobody should tell the community. He should be running around robbing people. He should be running around robbing people because he got some big words. That's what he should be doing. Huh? Hold up. Hold up. I hereby certify that the service of First Amendment petition and the action and quo warrant he unto accomplices have to usurp offices or positions in the Aboriginal Republic of North America, the International Indigenous Society, all associated trusts, and the demand that they reveal KO warranto. They have taken over 100,000 funds from the national members with the Indigenous Land Investment Scheme. How much he was accused of? 100,000. 100,000. He was accused of taking 100,000. Don't make me bring the original honor up on the show. Don't make me bring the original honor up on the show. 100,000. Tell him refute that. Tell him refute these receipts. And you're going to spend your money with that? You're going to spend your money over there because he talks smooth? Because he talks some words? You got to be out of your mind. You're going to protect this? Here is more receipts. We can do a part 2, but let me show you. I want to blow this one up for you. This is the money order transaction for $10,000 of one that I read to you earlier. What more you need to know? 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 This guy's a fraud. Listen, this is how we have to make the summation. This is how we have to make the summation. We have the accuser writing the report in court. We have the money that he's accused of. We have sporadic receipts and certificates to associate the scamming. It all goes together that this guy is a fraud. And let me tell you something. This is why, let me stop. This is why I got so worked up when he got into me and Inky conversation. Because I'm saying to myself, you little fraud, what gives you the audacity to jump in a conversation that's none of your business? You little fraud, you should mind your business. And when I say I'm gonna smack the top out your head, that don't mean I want to put on boxing gloves and box you. That's not what that means. Where I'm from, that's not what that means. So I don't know where you're from. I don't know how you took that as if I wanted to come and dance around and play some games with you. That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. If somebody tells me they want to smack fire out the top of my head, the last thing I'm going to say is, let's have a boxing match. I'm going to say nothing. And when I see you, you're going to have to do that. That's not what I mean. because I've already known and I've been researching. And then once he went crazy, I didn't know it went this deep. I didn't know it went this deep till a few days ago. I'm like, hold up. Let me look into the archives. Let me look into the archives. You know what I'm saying? Look, this guy said, bro, I got hold by somebody that they know is soft. Everybody knows Ali's soft. I know you, and that's why, look, oh, he got the name theXi. He done gave Ali some money too. Look at this. He done gave Ali some money too. I got hold because somebody gonna try to do what Kwame Brown did. All he did was repeat what Kwame Brown did to Hassan Campbell. Anybody ever see that? Anybody ever see what Kwame Brown said? I will buy you a flight today. Anybody see that? Press 1 if y'all see that. Because he has no originality. He's like a clone. All he did was did what Kwame Brown did to Hassan Campbell. Press 1 if y'all seen that. I will give you a flight today. He just did what Kwame. It's corny. See, we see through that. That's what make you God. We see through that. We see through the setup. We see through the setup. We see through the setup. And when I finish this joint, I'm going to show you why. Truly, I reconsidered. He just doing clone stuff. He did the same thing Kwame Brown did because it sounds slick when Kwame Brown did it. You know what I'm saying? So he felt that was a good move and make him sound slick. That was a Kwame Brown move. Come on, man. Y'all better keep up. Keep up. I mean, people in the Morswell TV got it. If you ain't got it, then you confused. Then you confused. Morswell TV audience and friends got it. Now, here we go. Now, all of this rah-rah is about selling these fake materials, these fake items. You see what I'm saying? He's a fake doctor. However, he doesn't have a job and he need you to buy this fake products. He needs you to buy these fake products. And so with this exposure, if he's going to fraud people out of thousands of dollars, there's a strong chance that his products are not what he say them to be either. You follow me? Now, we're going to get into that in a second, and then we're going to wrap this thing on up. So he claims to be Aboriginal Medical Association and doctors, and he charges $1,000 for a consultation. I received the email the other day, or the other day. I was going to post it, but I said, no, I'm going to leave. But wait, didn't you do the same thing yesterday? What was that yesterday? I don't know what you're talking about. Come on, I answer all questions. What did I do yesterday? What did I do yesterday? I didn't say I was going to pay somebody flight. I can't afford nobody flight nowhere. What you talking about? I haven't robbed people over $100,000. I can't afford to pay nobody flight nowhere. I ain't say nothing like that. I don't know what you're talking about, brother. Why these YouTube streets? I don't know what you're talking about. Did I do the same thing the other day? I'm waiting to see your comment because I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, in haste, I said, you make somebody smack fire out top of your head. That doesn't mean that somebody want to put on some gloves and play some games with you. Where I'm from, that means that somebody want to smack fire out top of your head. That don't mean no games. Okay. I wish I would. Okay, let's put on some gloves. That ain't what I mean. That ain't what I mean. Now, anyway, so this is all the scamming that people plan for. $500 health consultation and scan. Economic consultation. Cosmology reading. Nationality Pasebite. Let me get that word right. I like that word. I got to get that word right. Plebiscite. I think I had it before. I used to remember that word. Let me see. I got it. I'm going to give me a new
plebiscite.
Plebiscite. I used to have that word. Hey, I cannot. Why you ain't help me out with that word? Plebiscite. Good goodness gracious. Plebiscite. That's right. I think that's like a government that have a type of voting system or something like that. But I'm gonna get with that. I cannot. You post plebiscite. There we go, El Monte. Thank you. See, I don't plebiscite. Appreciate that. But let me get back to my point. I can hear phlegm build up from meat this brother made. I don't eat meat, fam. I don't eat meat at all. Haven't eaten meat in about, I don't know, maybe 3 years now. I don't know what you're talking about. I got a horrible cold though. That's why I'm drinking tea. But I wouldn't let the chance up to teach you the truth. And stop acting like you a doctor. Stop acting like you a doctor that you can hear phlegm from meat. I don't eat meat. What is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Now you a doctor. A people's voting system. There you go, Akhenaten. Now Akhenaten come through in the clutch. And let me thank everybody for correcting my misspelling words, family. Sometimes I be in a rush. I do a lot, and I misspell words. I don't mind you correcting my spelling. Put it in the chat so I don't look like a fool. If you see me put on a flyer, your instead of you are, you know what I'm saying? Like Y-O-U-R as opposed to Y-O-U hyphen R-E. Let me know. I don't mind. I do so much. I be moving fast. Help me out. I appreciate you. I don't take that stuff personal. I rock with the people. And the people ain't perfect, nor am I. But let's get in it. These are all the things that he's selling. Here we go. Everything he's selling. Basic body work. Relaxing full body massage. Meridian body work. Focus healing, indigenous acupuncture. He even do acupuncture now. You see this? He even do acupuncture. He's selling everything. He's selling everything. He's lying to everybody. But we ain't finished yet, family. If you leave this right now, you will regret it. You will regret it because we're almost there. 30 minutes consulting Arna National. To even talk to him for 30 minutes, he charges you $150. It's the saying Prophet Noble Ali says, be careful or your own people will put you into slavery. To even talk to him, he charges $150 for 30 minutes. You see that? But he's supposed to be the leader of the nation. But to talk to a national, a citizen of this nation, it costs $150. You see this? You see this? You tell me this ain't no scam. For online to talk about health online for 30 minutes to tell you some lies that he don't know nothing about is $150. You see that? Health consultation with Dr. Ali is $500, and he has yet to show you the degree. Sorry, Garrett, we're not here to entertain. He haven't even showed you his degree. He haven't even showed you his degree and he's going to charge $100. If you leave now, you're going to miss something, family. Because I'm about to drop the Moab. That's 60. Let me go back to his degree. This is his degree with misspelled words. That's his degree. And he's charging somebody $500 for consultation. And here's his degree. Can't spell 20 right. Can't spell science right. But he's going to charge you $500. We ain't finished. $500 he's going to charge you. Then he's going to put a young sister up there. on his website to sell Mandingo for men. And it is the only liquid bicarbonate tinctured. Do anybody know what bicarbonate is? Anybody know? Here's where the scam. He's selling it for $8, $80. Here goes another scam. He's selling bicarbonate, right, for $80. Let me show you what it is. Sodium bicarbonate. He's not a doctor, but he's giving people sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate is an antacid used to relieve heartburn and indigestion. Your doctors also may prescribe sodium bicarbonate to make sure your blood and urine less acidic in certain conditions. Now, that could be one of the uses, or it can make you a mandingo. Increase testosterone, he says, and decrease estrogens in females. Increase human growth hormones for building lean muscles. Increase male sexual potencies. So he actually selling it as a sex enhancer, right? Vladimir got it. He's selling it as a sex enhancer, like a Viagra. You know what I'm saying? But when you really look at it, you will find out that if not taken right, if not used right, you know what I mean, that you can have side effects. And also, you can develop symptoms from slow breathing, swelling of lower feet, bloody black tarry stools, blood in the urine. Now, stop right there. If one develops blood in their urines, who do they call? This guy is selling something that if misused and abused, it can cause problems, right? But you can't call him. He's going to get low. He's going to get low. But let's get down to it. Tinctures, remember the name. It's called bicarbonate tinctured. If I'm saying it wrong, forgive me. But what do tinctured mean? Tincture is concentrated herbal extract made by soaking the bark, berry, leaves, or dried fruits or roots of more than one plant in alcohol and vinegar. In other words, he soaked baking soda in vinegar and liquefied it and said that this is the only bicarbonate. You hear what I say? You hear what I say? He liquefied it in vinegar. Listen to what he called it. According to what he calls it. According to what he called it. Bicarbonate tinctured. I could be wrong. When you look it up, it implies that this is how he liquefied it. That's what it implies. So he's selling baking soda liquefied for $80. I could be wrong, but according to the name, that's what this is. Y'all follow me? According to the name, that's what this is. Y'all think this, how can people compare this to Sinetta TV? How can people compare this to Sinetta TV? Sinetta, my man and everything, for all intents and purposes, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad he brought these frauds to me so I can show people what they look like, because all things happen for a reason. Now, hold up. Let's get on down with it. And you can buy sodium carbonate powder for $2.99 on the internet. And it does the same exact thing. You see that? You can go to Amazon and buy it for $2.99. $2.99. I don't care if you've been following Ali all this time. You know what I'm saying? according to the name. And he's selling only who have successfully completed the juris course. He's selling this juris course as if he's making attorneys within his nation. This is the juris course. You understand what I'm saying? So $30, you can get a certificate of completion to be a jurist. You follow me? $30. Well, you can't use nowhere. You can't use these certificates nowhere. You can't take this and use this nowhere in the United States. You got a piece of paper that he have printed off his printer and sent it to you. You can't use it nowhere. It's worthless. But he's going to sell it to you for $30. He also going to sell you motions drafting. You got to draft some motions. They for $250. Certificate of nationality, $20, $25. Business appointment. I don't know what that is, but he wants $65 for it. It's on sale. Child support remedy consultation, $65. How is he going to sell you child support remedy consultation when he couldn't even get himself out of child support? I got the receipts. But I'm not getting personal tonight. I'm not getting personal tonight. Child support remedy consultation, $65. He couldn't even get himself out of child support, but I'm not getting personal tonight. I got the receipts. I got the filing. I got the file. I've pulled all these files. You know I got the file. I got the file. You know I got the file. I got the file. You know I got the file. I got the file. Boy, you know you file. I got the file. Boy, I got the file. Somebody said I'm reading like Unc. Yeah, I get excited. I do. I get excited, family. I get excited. I don't mind reading like my brother Unc. I'm all right with that. So this is $250. A motion is procedural device to bring a limited contested issue before a court for a decision. Disclaimer. Let's not forget his disclaimer so he can take your money. Disclaimer. This is not a law firm. I am not a lawyer nor attorney. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. You see that? You see that? But he's going to sell it to you for $250. You see this? You see this? We're going to get that on next go around, Crip. You see this? He's going to tell people, he's going to sell you legal advice, but then tell you it's for entertainment and educational purposes. You feel what I'm saying? But then, what makes it even bad, I'll be real petty, he even used images that can be interpreted as European hands. But forget that. Then he got $30 to certify your name correction. So he's going to sell you something so you can correct your name. He's going to sell you something so you can call yourself not Billy, but call yourself Jamal. He's going to sell you something for $30 so you can now call yourself Jamal. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? It's all fraud. It's all fraud. It's all fraud. Now, prep state forms for non-tax liability, $100. Now, this is where people lose their homes at. Right here. So these sovereign citizen white supremacist guys that do this fake Moorish stuff, what they do is what they do is they tell you that you don't have to pay taxes. And you don't have to pay property taxes on your home or whatever the case may be. And what happens is, ultimately, you lose your home. Phil Valentine, it's my understanding, that he ultimately lost his home messing with this stuff. He lost his home messing with this stuff because they tell you that you ain't got to pay taxes. And when them people come, this fake paperwork can't save you. You can scream, you can snot, you can kick. But he's talking about PrEP, state form for non-tax liability. This is the one that really gets you jammed up. And this is how Ali has sent a lot of people to prison or to jail. At least 16 that I know. I ain't stopped yet. I ain't stopping yet. Now, hold up. Now, here we go. He also, what is this? He also is going to sell you a baptismal certificate. He's going to sell you that for $40, but it's on sale this week for $25 if you want to be baptized as an Aboriginal. But remember, he's a Muslim. He's supposed to be a Muslim. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Remember that? He's going to sell you a baptismal certificate. Baptismal is relative to Christianity in the sense of what he's talking about. Now listen, here's the scam. He's going to sell you a baptismal certificate. Just like the church do. You're going to baptize you. He's going to baptize you to be an Aboriginal. He's going to baptize you to be an Aboriginal. No, this bottom picture is not his website. Let me say, the picture with the European is not his website. I'm just showing an example. The one before that is his website. This come off his website. Home, document, redo, Aboriginal baptismal record. To document, custodian of Aboriginal baptismal record of live birth, Aboriginal baptismal record of live birth. I'm showing you as an example that is no difference. I'm telling you that is no different. It's no different than what these Europeans do. I'm telling you, this guy is a fraud. And when I show you in a minute, you might agree with me that he might be them peoples. This is why he was so nervous tonight. This is why he was so nervous tonight. So he also got a book of healing thyself for $400, and he have yet to show you the receipt. He have yet to show you the receipt. He have yet to show you the degree. But he sell a book for $400. But he sell you a book for $400. But he sell you a book. He can't even prove, show the degree. He can't even prove that he's a doctor. But he's going to sell you a book for $400, and he's going to sell you some baking soda for $80 with some vinegar. All right. Now here go the good part. All of this stuff that he's selling, even to renew your ID, is $120. But y'all get the point with that. He's selling all of this fraud. Now, y'all remember, I hope you stayed tuned in the beginning. Y'all remember in the beginning when I say, who do you know Ali as? And you said Marcus Counts. Do y'all remember that? Press 1. If y'all remember that somebody typed in there that his name was Marcus Counts, press 1. And remember, he's supposed to play for Temple University. Well, here's the stats. Here is the stats. Let's look at the stats, Mr. Marcus Counts. Let's look at the stats. You played in 1995. That's consistent what you said to that's consistent what you said to Sinetta. And I wish I could have found the sound bite, but I couldn't. There was too many videos. But anybody remember? Everybody been watching this for years, and that's the good thing about it. That's the good thing about it, that people have been watching this for years. So 95, Marcus Counts. Let's look at Marcus Counts. Marcus, y'all remember this picture right here? And this is not him. Y'all remember this picture right here that he showed? And he showed this on Sinetta TV and said that he was in Temple University and he played football. Anybody remember that? Anybody remember that? Press 1 if you remember when he showed this. This was years ago. Now, this degree is 1998, as you can see. I got on the top. So this is the picture that he showed, right? Now, I'm going to show you. This was what he showed right here. You see the timestamp right there. This is what he showed. Now I'm going to show you the real Marcus Counts with the number 8. This is the real Marcus Counts. This is the real Marcus Counts. That's not Ali Muhammad. Go look it up. Google Marcus Counts Temple University right now. Google it. Google it. I implore you to Google it. This is Marcus Counts. This is not Ali Muhammad. Game over. That's not Ali Muhammad. Google it. Google it. He never went to Temple. He never played football. He's an agent, and he's been in the community to cause disruption for over 10 years. And this is why I won't take a trip down to Atlanta, because you probably have the people in flak jackets in the bushes. Anybody Google it yet? Should I Google it for you? Should I Google it for you? Google it. Marcus Counts Temple University. So I'm supposed to take a trip to Atlanta? Let me show you something, family. He's so crazy that he actually, Marcus Counts' number is number 8. He actually wore a number 8 jersey. You see? The real Marcus Counts jersey is number 8. He went so far to even put on a number 8 Temple jersey. Stop playing with me, Fed boy. Stop playing with me, Fed boy. I don't care how smooth you talk, because they train you people like that. They train you people like that. So I asked somebody, show me him in 95. This is for all the people. This is for all the people that say we need to stop banging on each other. This is not banging. This is not banging. This is warning the people of frauds in our community. This is warning the people of frauds in our community. This is warning people of frauds in our community, because they're taking advantage of the community. They putting misinformation in the community. They lying in the community. This is not banging on anybody. This them people. This them people. This is why earlier he made this statement.
They told you So let y'all be the first examples. But COINTELPRO is when they sent agents into our community. They've been sending agents in. They told you.
You see that? He know that this might come up. This is why tonight, this just happened a few hours ago. This just happened a few hours ago. Watch this. This just happened a few hours ago. Listen.
Agents in. They told you is when they sent agents into our community. They've been sending agents in. They told you.
So he on his channel talking about agents because he know that this is about to come up. Is it ironic that all of a sudden
they had the top 3 people in the nation, agents, surrounding Elijah Muhammad with specific agents, 3 of them. Got Malcolm out the way, used the agents to get Malcolm out the way. You think they went away?
You see, that's what they do. That's what they do. That's what they do. He knew that this was about to happen. He already knew. He watched my research. He knew he was in trouble. He knew. Talking slick. He knew. Anybody that watched Moorish World TV already know. Anybody that watched Moorish World TV already know that when I do a presentation, I'm going to come with things that surprise and shock you. I'm not going to just talk. I'm not going to just talk. That's the difference between me and Sinetta TV. That's the difference between me and a lot of other groups. And just like my brother say, I've been banging on him, calling him Fraud Ali alert. Exactly. But there's no one that put it together like this. But shout out to Shane TV because he did a small video on him too. With that being said, family, that's all I got to say for now. Until I bring part 2. I'm going to see what he's talking about. I'm going to bring part 2. He talks slick. But anybody who follow him, I'm gonna put the chat in here, man. I'm gonna put 15 minutes because I'm still under the weather a little bit. Anybody want to come in, Akhenaten and Salam Bey, or anybody want to come in and share a thought or two real quick? No, we got part 2. We got part 2. We got part 2. I don't think nobody bringing in receipts like this. Banging on somebody is one thing, but bringing receipts like this, a picture show, it's a whole new thing. Peace, my brother David. How you doing?
What's going on, man?
All right, my brother. I'm doing well. Anything you want to add to the conversation?
Man, you need a round of applause for that demonstration you put on tonight.
Man, I appreciate you, my brother. See, this is the thing I wanted to let people know. That when people call us banging on each other and quote unquote black people can't get along, there's a need for us to call us out so us won't take advantage of us.
Exactly.
Come on.
But it's all what all of it is all nonsense anyway, because what these people do is they recycle information and put a premium on it and sell it to our people. Or they offer goods and services that's really not applicable to the construct that we live in, which is the United States. And for him to come at you the way he did, talking about, oh, let's go old school and knuckle up, that's just unnecessary. Yeah, you don't have to.
And let me say, David, I was about to walk into it. And
yeah, you were heated.
Yeah, I was about to walk into it. But I'm going to tell you what, after I expanded on this research, I'm like, man, this guy could possibly be a real agent. What would I have been walking into?
Exactly.
What would I have been walking into? So I'll be soft today because after I did some research, I'm like, man, I may be walking into a trap.
It's not even about being soft. It's not even about all of that. It's just about having intellectual arguments. You know, he wants to back ride on the whole kombucha argument and come at you like you're the one that's wrong. And then when you bring about the presentation, now he wants to get all corner. Oh, let's knuckle up. Oh, let's do this. Oh, let's do that. And now that's not even necessary.
And you know, I'm working on myself too. And to the Morris World TV audience, I want to apologize because I think I can be more effective beating these frauds up with information as opposed to acting as if I'm gonna leave my wife, my baby, and go and fight some goofy man that been swindling people for the last 10 years.
Nah, man, that's not necessary. That's not necessary. We're beyond that point. These are the people who portray themselves as leaders in our community. But then when situations turn left, all of a sudden they want to get carnal. Or let's fight. Let's do this. Let's do that. It ain't even about that. It's about having intellectual conversations. And if there's a disagreement, we can all disagree. But let's do it with facts, just as you presented tonight.
Indeed. Man, I got a real beautiful wife that loves me, man. Can you imagine?
Yeah, you don't gotta put yourself out there like that, man.
Me leaving my family to walk into some
nonsense, man.
Crazy trap.
And things like that. I mean, just like you said, you have a history. We all have a history. It's either we've been in the streets or we have people that have been in the streets. Things can escalate. They can turn ugly real quick.
Absolutely.
So people who are in the street, they don't go around saying, "Oh, let's fight," or "Let's do this," and "Let's do that." No, we don't play games like that, man, because things can escalate, things can get real ugly. But that's not what we're about. We're about uplifting. We're about building our communities. You know what I mean? So all of that nonsense that he was talking about, he just ain't have no other play. He was just trying to bait you. He's trying to bait you or draw you out.
And the thing is, he was totally wrong after he entered in the conversation about kombucha. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And people wanted to make it about kombucha, but it was the principle that
it wasn't about it, man.
This is how these charlatans come into the community and extract the confidence about people. Because every time they rob somebody, it kills our people confidence.
And then they take from him in return. But the whole situation with the kombucha thing, all Inky had to do was just admit that he was wrong. And now he wants to piggyback off of Inky's argument, and the whole thing is trivial.
It's right.
The whole thing is trivial.
Bro,
the thing about it is, even with Inky, if he's not, and I said this, I called in the other show when you brought this argument up. This is the trivial thing. If he's not going to admit a mistake for something as small as this, an argument like kombucha, do you think that he's going to ever admit any other issue that he has had? You have people out here that's accusing him of that fraud, the 40-day fruit business or whatever. Do you actually think if he actually did it, he will really confess to his fault? Nah, they won't do it.
And last but not least, before I let you go, I'll bring Chief X in. Imagine if we was to build a podcast.
Right.
And money is involved.
Mm-hmm.
Now you already know.
Now that puts you in the fire.
Yeah, because if you can't admit something that's trivial about what you misspoke on,
you definitely won't do it for the bigger issues.
Absolutely. But I appreciate you, David. Thanks for checking in. I appreciate you. Continue support. Share this demonstration. Anything else you want to say before I let you rock?
Nah, man, you're just doing a good job, man. I appreciate the content.
My man, I appreciate you, my brother. Peace and love.
All right.
Now I got my brother Chief X in the house, who also did some exposés on Ali Muhammad and his Fugazi products. And I was actually going to call Chief X and ask to break down some of those products for us, because he had sent me some videos about the Fugazi products. But I wanted to first put out the solid information to show that his whole image is stolen. His identity is stolen, that he's not even Marcus Counts. And then I will bring Chief X back to do what he's been doing for a long time. And even Onk has also been coming at him and saying he was a fraud. But I really wanted to put on the table, that not only if his position as a nation is a fraud, that he stole hundreds of thousands of dollars from people, and that he's selling bogus. I put out 4 topics today. 1, that his nation that he says he's the prime minister of is bogus. 2, that the medicine that he sell is bogus. 3, that he's not even who he say he is as it relates to Marcus Counts. Somebody need to make him prove who he is. He stole somebody's identity. Did anybody press 1 if anybody Googled Marcus Counts Temple University? And I'll yield the floor to Chief X. What's up, Chief X?
Hey, what's going on, Moore's World TV, Mr. Taharka Bay?
I'm good, brother. You know I'm gonna bring you back to show what that fake medicine is, but I had to do this one first. Talk to me, brother.
You know I love this show right here, man. This is my kind of show. And when you're talking about, we got to remove the frauds out the community, that's so true. Because, for simple reasons, like I've known some really good brothers who wanted to get a donation to jump off a business or something they wanted to do. But people don't want to donate to nobody no more because the frauds then took all the money. Them frauds then discouraged everybody, and real cats can't get things going. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And
I say this one, the game over right here. Now imagine this, Chief X. If I was a fraud, right, this would be really bad because I exposed a lot of frauds. I broke a lot of frauds on this channel. Grandmaster J broke them down. You know what I'm saying? Ali Muhammad broke that. He can't come back from this. He's going to have to ignore this.
So, similar to what you're doing, my angle wasn't your angle, but everybody knows I exposed Dr. Ali Muhammad in 2017. So I had to reinvent and put the video that I made in 2017 back up last night so people can see. Because all you got to do is go over somebody's website. Just peruse through their website, and that'll tell you everything and how fraudulent they are. And it's the same thing because these are people like Dr. Ali Muhammad, Brother Polite, and I know these are your boys, but I just got to say it, Blue and Red Pill, Minister Inky, all these guys are students of Dr. Sebi and trying to take what Dr. Sebi did since he passed away and fool the people, acting like they can heal cancer and things like that, and lupus, and Ali Muhammad's on here talking about he can cure lupus and all kind of shit. You know what I mean? Even Queen Afua is in that batch. She claims she can cure cancer and all that.
But the only thing about some of these people, like Ali Muhammad, he's a spook. He's a spook. He comes upon the scene around 2005 and 2007. But before that, everything is in question. If you run my record right now, even a criminal background, you will find me in 91. That puts me at like 18 years old, 17, something like that. From there, you can get an address. You actually can find out where I'm at. You can talk to my childhood friends. Matter of fact, you go on my Facebook page, you see my childhood friends. You don't see no family with these people. None.
None. So you can go to my Facebook page and see my ex-wife. You can see all my girlfriends, my grandchild, all my exes. You can see my whole life. I'm an open book. And I see people in the chat talking shit. But everybody knows I've been exposed to Ali Muhammad, and no one cared at the time I was exposing him. No one cared about Blue and Red Pill. Nobody cared about Inky. Nobody cared about Polite. I've been on these cats for years, and people are just catching up. People today are just catching up to where I was 4 years ago.
But the thing is, what you got to understand, this is a whole different type of exposure here. This shows that this guy may be an agent. This is deeper than selling fake products and everybody know you growing up and now you sell fake products. You know what I'm saying? Even though that needs to be exposed too. But this is something deeper. This is like this guy has stolen a man's identity who played for Temple University. This is something different. You know what I'm saying? This man has walked away with hundreds of thousands of dollars and has not been held accountable.
And he needs to be held accountable. Big time.
Polite robbed the brother over there in Hawaii for over $100,000 and didn't get held accountable. It's like some element is protecting them. Some element is protecting them.
And I was gonna make a video, and I haven't yet because YouTube been so hot, and you've been so hot, Taharka, that people don't even know. A lot of people have died following these so-called health gurus, and listening to them and getting off their meds. I mean, it's deaths. People have blood on their hands and don't get it.
And that's the thing. That's what I said about the bicarbonate. You know what I'm saying? If one used that, although it could seem innocent, if one used that and use it in the wrong way or use it too much, they have no recourse. Because this guy is a fraud. They have no recourse. Like, how do you bounce back, you know what I'm saying, for buying something that somebody made in their kitchen? How you attack that? And just like the brothers from Chicago, who he robbed for all that money, he just jumped from state to state. He don't answer the what is it? When they send a letter to the house?
Subpoena.
The subpoena. He's gone.
Yeah.
He's gone. And he jumped from, this is the same thing Polite do. He never have a stable address.
Yeah. You know, and also I researched Marcus Counts years ago when I was on Ali Muhammad. I couldn't find him being no Marcus Counts. I just couldn't find it. And the thing about it is, all these fake health gurus who are selling all this stuff, you know what they do? They pay Sinetter, and then Sinetter puts them on the channel to promote the fraud to the people. And Sinetter is he's like a conduit for all health frauds, and that's where the message comes out from Sinetter.
But I also think Sinetter is the gateway to cause the confusion, because when Ali Muhammad came into the door, the first thing he did was attack the elders. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to building on his platform and what he stands for, he attacked Dr. Ben. He attacked the Moorish Science Temple of America, although he was walking around a few years prior with Bay on his name. You know what I'm saying? He attacked the Nation of Islam, although he say he rocked with Elijah Muhammad. He was attacking everything, and that's how agents do. They cause the confusion.
But even deeper than that, he's never been a suited and booted Nation of Islam.
And we can't prove that either.
He's never been suited and booted as a registered Nation of Islam.
We can't find that nowhere either.
Ever.
We can't find that nowhere either.
You will never see him marching with the fruit of Islam nowhere ever.
That's what I'm saying. He's a mystery. He's a mystery, family. He's a mystery. We thought we knew him because he's been around all these years. And as I said before, I said, after the show, you will question yourself if you think you knew Ali Muhammad. I don't care how much you think you know him. You don't know him now. Anything you want to say in closing, Chief X?
That's about it. You know what I mean? I just wanted to chime in.
I want to bring you back, man, and we're going to go over in a later date, go over some of that medicine, man, that he be selling. That stuff is outrageous.
All these cats be selling trace minerals and act like it's essential for us to be having for nutrition. It's all a scam.
Shout out to Uncle Sug. Yeah, Uncle Sug. Sinetter up next. Sinetter is up next. People telling me to leave Inky alone, so I might give Inky a pass. the chat, for some reason, the chat like Inky, and they want me to give Inky a pass, so I might give Inky a pass. Because Ali jumped in front of the bullet. You know Ali jumped in front of the bullet. But Sinetter is up next. But family, tomorrow, guess what I got tomorrow? I'm gonna let this rest for a minute. But guess what I got tomorrow? Remember I did the show and they said, get the real receipt, the real police report. Tomorrow, we will be reading the authentic police report from Brother Polite, the ones that the police typed. So there will be no confusion. The one, you know what I'm talking about? This is not from a website. This is not blurry. We're going to read that tomorrow. Know what I mean? And that's what we're going to do. So shout out Chief X. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for all the videos you sent me. Chief X gave me some leads where I can go and dig a little further. I appreciate that. Shame TV also. I salute you, my brother. Peace and love. And thanks for all that you do, brother. And let me tell you something. listen to this. This is not about banging on each other. This is not a banging on each other video. This is about that it's a possibility that we got feds inside of what we call the conscious community. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. This is about. It's about feds inside the conscious community, family. And they redirecting the energy. This is why Ali Muhammad attacks everything. Because it's all about redirecting the energy. Like, what interest is it yours that someone want to be in the Nation of Islam? What interest is it yours that one want to be in the Moorish tip of America? Why is it so critical that you got a problem with one who choose to follow Dr. York when you haven't even put your platform on the table? This is about awakening our people so they know that on the internet, you be careful. I mean, you be careful because these guys could be the police and they don't get paid enough with the police. So now they got a free reign to swindle you, to rob you with no accountability. You feel me? That's what it is, fam.
Europeans hope that the Moors would forget it, but we here, strong, alive and well.
We go there.
Lower than a worm.
Unstrategic gas is easy to pick off.
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To
running your
till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember.
Until you
I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. You a friend of the Moors, then you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I speak about the prophet over Drew Ali. Who was the first to remind you and bind you back? See what rock on the mountains, Mississippi and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black. Proof of straight back. You tripping off trucks. I be that more you gon' remember. Be more. I be that more you gon' remember. That town. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. LA. I be that more you gon' remember. New York. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till